Hi, my name is Bob and welcome to the homestead, y'all. Well, today we're harvesting seeds from coneflowers. We've been harvesting tons of zinnia seeds. I can see the zinnia seeds here and here that need to go ahead and be harvested, but I'll get to them a little bit later. What I wanted to show you was coneflowers. Now this coneflower I bought at the dead plant sale. What we call the dead plant sale at the big box stores. They have a clearance section that all their plants that are about dead, they set them aside and mark them down really cheap, and we go through there and we buy perennials. We don't buy any annuals on that sale, but we buy perennials because we know we can rejuvenate them, we can plant them in the ground, they'll come back year after year. So I'll grab the camera, I'll zoom in a little closer, and I'll show you this particular one has some prime examples of when to pick your coneflower seeds. Now, there is a few things about coneflowers I've learned over the years that when you grow them from seed, they have a very poor germination rate. The best way I found to do it is to put them in the freezer, put seeds in the freezer, or leave them outside all winter long. They need that freeze. It's in their DNA to go through that freeze so they don't sprout too early in the spring and die back. So they need to be frozen. And so what I like to do is go ahead and cut them, put them in a paper bag, and then somewhere around January, I'll put them in the freezer, and then come springtime in May, then they're ready to go ahead and plant, and I get a better germination rate that way. But today we're going to look at some prime examples of when to pick your coneflower seeds, what to look for, the different things to look for, and how to do it. And I like using paper bags and pruning scissors. Okay, there's several heads on here that are ready to be harvested. You can see this one here. It's brown, 3 or 4 inches down the stem. It already has the seeds showing through. So these little pieces right in here are the edges of the seed. So this is a perfect prime example of a coneflower that's ready to go. Now your coneflowers, of course we'll put it in our paper bag here. Once the stem starts turning brown underneath them, then they're ready to harvest. You can see this one, the stem's brown way down this one. So it's ready to harvest. This one's broke over, the stem's brown. There's no way those seeds can mature any further. So they need to go ahead and be harvested. You can see that one. And we'll take these over to the potting table and I'll tear them apart and I'll show you what part is actually the seed. Now this one you can see, it's already, half of it is already gone. So that one's past time to be harvested. So that one should have been harvested quite a while back. Same with this one, it's already been dropping. Same with this one. This particular one has already dropped all of its seed. So you can see there isn't anything left. There's no seeds left on that one. So those seeds have already been dropped for next year, and that's just fine. But we're going to go through because I want to start these in different places next year. So I'm going to start a whole bunch of them this spring from seed. This year I started around 100 by seed, and next year I want to do a couple hundred because I'm expanding and making some more flower beds, so I want to make sure I have plenty of plants. And I love the coneflowers because it attracts so many different pollinators and so many different beneficial insects to your garden. But all you have to do is go around. If the stem is starting to turn brown, you see that one's completely brown, then the seeds are ready to be harvested. And hopefully you've had enough pollinators in your garden to pollinate your seed. We'll go through the rest of this and I'll show you some other ones that we planted in the garden this spring. We started them last fall from seed and then planted them this spring in our garden. And we'll go look at them. I think there's 1 or 2 of those that are ready to be harvested. And those are purple ones. Okay. That looks about like all these that are ready. That one's not quite ready. So we'll go down here and we'll look at this one. Okay, we have a purple one tucked back in here. And it has a head that's ready. You can see that one. You can see the little seeds down in there. Actually, right there is a seed that just fell out in my hand. So I'm just going to drop him right down there, and maybe he'll start next spring. But you can see, stem is brown. It's ready to be harvested. Alright, let's go to the potting table and we'll break a few of these open. You can see what they look like. Okay, let's spread a few of these out. Alright, you can see there's already a ton of seed that's coming out in there. So that's your seeds right there. The wind's going to blow now, of course. And keep the seeds in place. I will show you. Get some of this other stuff out of there. Okay, those are our seeds right there. So we can just take this head, and each one of these that pop out, those are seeds. Now, I'll normally do this on a tray, just because it's easier to collect the seeds once I separate them. Do it on some kind of metal tray inside where the wind isn't blowing. But that's our seed right there. I'm not going to get any more of these out. I want these to dry a little better. I'm going to leave them in this paper bag to dry. That's our seeds. That's your coneflower seeds. Now, once these dry, I put them in paper envelopes to keep them throughout the winter. And then I will put them in the freezer right in the paper envelope. And that keeps them good and dry all winter long, the paper does. But you can put them in plastic bags, you can put them in Ziploc bags if you want. Just make sure that they're good and dry to where they don't mold on you. Let me zoom in a little closer and show you. That's what they look like. It's your coneflower seeds. I might have to take it off the tripod to get closer. That's what a seed looks like. The light colored ones. That's what a coneflower seed looks like. You can see all of them there. Those are your coneflowers. Those are the actual seeds. So if you have any questions or comments, other than don't do this in the wind, about collecting coneflower seeds and then sprouting them the next spring, please leave it in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching.